Hello there my fellow holotable heroes, and welcome to another Conquest counter video guide. You'll be able to find this and all my other videos on my SWGOH for Life website. If you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out. There'll be a link in the description below. Now this one I'll be going up against a Grandmaster Yoda led Jedi team in Sector 5, so it's gonna be as good as it gets really. They even have Anakin in there for his bonus turns and Kenobi for almost a permataunt, if you will, but definitely there are a few teams here that can get plays done versus these guys using Overzealous and Stoneskin data disc set. In terms of the modifier, Humble Strike is the same modifier we know from Galactic Challenges, where they do get some stacking critical damage. So the longer battle goes on, the more danger it is that, you know, one AoE from Anakin can wipe out your entire team. But luckily, obviously with the data disc set, we can add lots of survivability to the team. Speaking of data discs, let's start off with Overzealous first, where we will get 45 and Entrench to get lots of survivability, then 3 stacks of Zealous Ambition and Vitality as well to boost the damage for your support and healers. So all these teams will rely on, you know, either support or healers to doing a lot of damage. Let's start off with a Jedi showdown here. I'm starting off with Bastila, that we get extra protection as well to begin with her lead. So then Shakti gets a turn, call Yoda for assist, knockout General Kenobi with a big hit, and then we are free to go after the rest of the team. Took down Yoda as well. Let's just go after Anakin next. So you get some ability blocks. There we go. Basic over there. Unfortunately it wasn't a critical hit, so Anakin survived. He didn't survive the next hit though. Alright, going after Alia next. As you can see, you know, Yoda really carrying the battle here with the help a little bit there from Jolie, Bastila and Shakti calling Yoda for an assist. There we go, quite quick and easy win. Padme works great as well with the Overzealous. She's support, and that's why I'm bringing here as well as Tech and Echo, their support as well. You obviously got a Dispel here with Echo right on cue, and then we can follow that up with a stun as well as Tech. Unfortunately, obviously you can't gain bonus turn meter under Padme, but you know, we were still able to get this done. We stack Courage, Padme's as well, she's doing a lot of damage, even without Courage. There you go, shouldn't be too much of an issue to take these guys down using Padme with Overzealous data this set. We got Rex clones, so whenever we hit, we're getting lots of bonus turn meter. Critically hit, that is. I don't want to put a taunt up on 5s, I don't want that they go all out on him, so I'm just gonna do hit basic and then get form up, more turn meter for the team. Also whenever I use basic, Echo is called for an assist and his support as well, so that's pretty useful. He will do a lot of damage. Kenobi's down, let's go after Anakin before he defeats one of our guys. There we go, got him down. So my guys are a bit low now, so I did decide to taunt there with 5s just to make sure I keep everybody alive so they don't snipe somebody out like Rex, because he's quite squishy. Alright, Ahsoka got the memo, trying to finish off their Rex, but you know, she didn't have enough really in her pocket to defeat us. So up next we've got here Imperial Troopers. Obviously with Piet in there, he'll gain lots of bonus turn meter whenever all these guys do AoEs. Then you can do an AoE, get a daze on these guys. Anakin is doing whatever. Let's go ahead, get him down as well. So there we go, quite easy and straightforward. Once we get our turn meter train rolling, let's just go ahead, get Ahsoka out of here and move onto our next battle using Overzealous data disc set. We got Hux, obviously with Hux is great. We get all these counterattacks from the initial AoE from Yoda. So we got rid of them. There we go, let's go ahead. Let me see. Let's go ahead. Ooh, that was a big hit. That was big enough. So there you go. Very easy there to take Anakin out as well. We got obviously First Order Officer, Hux and Phasma. They all support, so they will be doing a lot of damage. The reason why I like their Executioner in there, because whenever he critically hits, he will be feeding turn meter to your team. So when you do that mass assist with Hux, or when they counterattack initially, he will give turn meter to the team. There we go. Hux there doing great work versus Yoda and Jedi. Same thing with Night Sisters. We got lots of support and healers on here. Obviously Daka, Talzin and Asajj. They'll all be doing a lot of damage here. We got Dispel there, getting stuck behind Kenobi, but look at this, how quickly we burn through Kenobi here in Sector 5. just because of the Overzealous data this set. And then you can pretty much go after Anakin. You don't have to worry about other guys too much. Obviously Daka keeps everybody reviving if they do defeat them or not. Let's just go ahead, heal up. Let's see if we can get a stun on Anakin. Perfect. Alright, I was in the basic here, and with Anakin down, finishing off Ahsoka there. These guys can't do a whole lot, because gets Anakin, if he does get buffy, healing immunity on one of your Night Sisters, could be problematic, but you know, luckily it's not that clever enough to actually do it. But there we go, finishing off Yoda, out he goes. So you can see pretty effective here, and same thing with Raddus. If you do have him now, he's great. Eventually we do unload his AoEs, so I'm just gonna do basic over there. I'm just trying to see which one do we have a dispel. No dispel of the buffs, such as the mass assist on Anakin, which nearly got him down. I guess the downside of Rogue One here is they don't have a whole lot of support and healers, so you know, it's pretty much Raddus carrying this for themselves, and Cassian his support also, but I wish we would have more than that. Well, we lost K2, but you know, we do have revives on the team, so hopefully we'll be able to bring him back for a 3-star victory. The good thing about it is Jean, she can't be defeated while Raddus is alive, and now Raddus finally unloads an AoE, brings everybody back, which will ensure now a 3-star victory for your Rogue One squadron. And of course, we can't talk about Overzealous data this set without highlighting Dash. Similar like Raddus, he's got a big AoE. As soon as he gets it out, it's going to be pretty much game over for the team. AoE can't be evaded, and on top of it all, deals damage 3 times. So it's going to be a big hit. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Only Ahsoka surviving. That's because she had critical their damage immunity on her at the start of the battle. So there you go. Dash totally wipes out pretty much most teams out there with his big AoE. Let's now switch over to the Stoneskin data this set. So this one relies on Fortified, Unbreakable, and Entrenched to give you lots of survivability at the start of the battle. We have Voluntary Vanguard, which puts permanent mark on your team, and then finally Critical Formation to recover protection whenever you critically hit. So again, adding more survivability to the team. For some reason, if you've been watching the series of videos, my Padme is tankier than my General Kenobi. Not sure what happened, but I'm not remoting just for the sake of making this video. But in most cases, it should be your General Kenobi having mark on them, but doesn't matter. Both of them are very durable. They can take a few hits, and as soon as you get your things going, start stacking courage, you should be good to go here. Obviously, you have to go through Kenobi first because he's constantly taunting, then get rid of Anakin, and at this point, you should be good to go. Yoda is doing his best, but you know, Force Leap can't be evaded there as well, so make sure you do use him on Yoda so he stops spreading like Foresight on everybody. But there you go, also the basic actually from Padme can't be evaded as well, so you know, even it will go through Foresight, so you know, pretty good there. So moving on, the next team for the Stoneskin data this set is Darth Revan. Well, really it's Malak carrying, to be honest. It feels like any 4 characters plus Malak with this data this set will get the job done. But obviously let's just bring full Sith Empire team, because with Darth Revan in there, we'll constantly be dispelling Foresight whenever we get a turn, so you don't have to worry about dodges and things like that. And eventually you do get him down. Try to finish off Yoda. He was able to survive. Unleash White Lightning. Like, you know, Anakin is doing his best, but with so much protection up from entrenched data discs, you know, they can't do a whole lot. Just gonna hit auto at this point, and you know, should be an easy win here. Okay, there we go. Fear, Drain, Anakin's down. Go after Ahsoka as well, and boom, down she goes. Definitely Malak plus 74 pretty much with this data this set. He's really powerful. Got John Skywalker as well, because of the critical formation there data disc. Whenever John Skywalker counterattacks, when he's critically hitting, he's constantly covering protection on himself, so they really can't ever get him down, to be honest. And all these buffs that Yoda keeps spreading, thank you buddy, because whenever that happens, obviously you're getting stacking offense. On top of that as well, I have stacking fervor data disc equipped here, again giving more stacking offense when we attack out of turn. So eventually these guys just start dropping left and right, because they simply cannot deal with General Skywalker constantly taunting, constantly counterattacking, stacking offense and recovering protection. So this battle as well probably is kind of auto-playable. I would say it's not a whole lot that can go wrong in it. Got Luke as well. CLS Rebels, first off, have to stun Anakin, right? You don't want him loose. And there we go, they're getting some plays going. Let's get a call to action so we can ignore taunt. And whenever Luke decides to get another turn, hopefully we can finish off Anakin. Down he goes. Let's get some assists. Chewbacca is out of bonus protection at this point, but hopefully, you know, without Anakin here, they can't do a whole lot. Finishing off Kenobi, trying to get Yoda down before they maybe take out my Chewbacca. Come on guys, let's go. There we go. And once you're just down to Alia and Ahsoka, you should be good to go here. Again, because of the critical formation data disk, we're getting lots of protection recovery whenever we critically hit for the team. So again, Rebels can handle these guys quite easily. You obviously just have to go after Anakin first. Up next, we've got Beskar Mando. So the reason why this team obviously works well is because of the stacking fervor data disk. So whenever we attack out of turn, which is L3, IG and Nest, we're getting stacking offense, which means Whistling Birds will be able to do some nice damage. There we go. Took out Anakin and Kenobi, almost Kenobi, just in one Whistling Bird. And from here on out, just kind of wait until we get to another Whistling Bird move, and then we should be able to take Yoda down and the rest of the guys. And Nest herself as well has got stacking as well offense whenever enemies gain buffs, so she herself can as well do some big hits at some point. There we go, very easy here with the Scoundrels and Beskar Mando. Up next, we've got General Grievous. We got Mark there on Magna Guard, so they keep attacking Magna Guard. And then B2 keeps getting bonus turn meter, keep dispelling their buffs. Eventually we'll start spreading the target lock. Unfortunately, Kenobi there cleansed it off. Trying to take Yoda down, wasn't quite big enough hit, but there we go. B1 finished him off with an AoE. We're going after Anakin next. Just keep spamming the AoEs and special. Eventually you will get these guys down. We go, an AoE from B1 again coming in clutch, finishing off there. Anakin, this point just hit autoplay, to be honest, because the enemies can't do a whole lot. And you know, it should be good to go here, hopefully for a 3-star win. Let's see if Magna Guard can hang in there. B1 constantly healing up, a little bit of these counterattacks from Alia, a little bit annoying, and as well as Ahsoka constantly dispelling target lock from everybody. But eventually, yeah, I did get them down. We've got as well Mothma, Cara there. She will get defeated, but eventually we do get a turn and we can bring her back. Just there we go, brought her back. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's bring the help as well. And now that we do have our soldier there on his basic, he's dispelling buffs, so this will allow you to a little bit get around all these buffs. You just want to go after Kenobi first, because otherwise he'll constantly be taunting anyways. And then we're just gonna go after Anakin next, get him down. So you can see initially the opening was a little bit rough, but once we did get Cara back and our soldier, turn meter train engaged, and these guys can't do a whole lot, to be honest. And there we go, finishing off Ahsoka there as well. And that's it guys, hopefully this video was useful and helpful, showing you a few different teams you can use with both Overzealous as well as Stoneskin data this set to defeat Grandmaster led Jedi here, whether it's Sector 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, doesn't matter. This team should work well, especially the one with Malak, I would say. Thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next one, but until then have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.